Alright, hello everyone, I'm back again, clearing out more of my Steam backlog. This time, I'm going to be playing Furi. It's an action game shoot 'em up thing that I've had for a while now. I hear it's quite difficult, so I'm looking forward to it, actually, seeing what exactly is in store. I played a little bit of it, just a little bit, in a few test recordings just to get some settings right and such. So I'll be going into this mostly blind. I even made sure to skip the cutscenes so I wouldn't get, wouldn't see story stuff. From what little I've experienced so far, I am enjoying it. But we'll see what happens throughout the first hour or so. So we're gonna go into a new game just on the standard difficulty. Also liking the music so far. Let's see what the heck this story actually is.
You were a weapon, a bringer of death. And now, you're nothing. I will keep on killing you. Again and again.
Oh, this,
Your future. An eternity of slow, painful deaths.
seems a tad excessive.
I hear thunder. Bitter batter. Time to wake up.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying right here with you.
Shake your head. Nod your head. It's time to go.
Well, that's, there's some interesting character designs.
Pull yourself together. Get out of prison.
Hey, we're free.
Kill the jailer.
He left us a sword.
Fight for your freedom.
That's good to me.
The jailer is the key. Kill him, and you'll be free.
Alright. So yeah, here, looks like we're just kind of walking. I don't think we actually even have any control over this. So yeah, I'm not doing anything right now. Yeah, from what I know of this game, it is pretty much just boss fights.
Every step you've taken from that cell, I'll make you regret.
Speaking of boss fights, here's our first
You
one.
listen to me, and you listen good. You'll never escape.
I mean, we already have, technically. Huh.
I swear I'll put you right back in your cell.
Okay.
There's an easy way and a hard way. You choose.
Yeah, we'll see if you put me back.
Excellent choice.
Alright. Oh, well, I haven't technically seen the tutorial for shooting yet. But yeah, you use the right stick to shoot. It's gonna take me some getting used to, I think. You can also dash. You have melee attacks. You can block. Those occasional green projectiles, I found that you shoot those and you can get a heal off of them, which is nice. And periodically after going through one of those sort of bullet hell phases, you'll get into one of these more standard action game
I was hoping you'd try to
sections.
get out so I can hurt you real bad.
And the combination of action game stuff and the shoot 'em up elements reminds me. This might just be a case of my reference pool being small. Of Nier Automata, just a little bit. So this fight so far, this seems to be largely just tutorial stuff, but man, it is cool. I do enjoy it. Especially getting to see these little unique scenes after the charged attacks. No. Oh yeah, this is where we start having to dodge. And it shows you helpfully that you can in fact dodge through attacks, which is very good to know. I've found, because I've made the assumption that I could dodge through attacks in some games, and no, you can't. It's helpful that he telegraphs what he's doing there, so you can get behind it and get a few hits in.
This has been fun.
Oh.
But it's time to get serious.
Time to get serious, you say. Oh, the music's changing.
Those shocks in the cell, they really hurt, don't they?
Okay, I can hurt. I get the feeling we've gone out of, we're about out of tutorial country. I wonder. He does one of those melee attacks again.
Do you really think you can beat me?
Yeah, I think so. I think I'll manage. Okay, you can parry in this phase. That's nice. Good to know. It's like kind of like how it's kind of in these discrete phases of gameplay, where you get
No way.
Okay, at my current skill level at least, I'm not sure how much commentary I'm going to be able to give at some points, just because of just because I actually need to focus on some of these things. Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay. Getting the heals after parrying is nice. Almost got him down to his next phase. Okay.
Beg me to lock you up again.
We'll see. Ooh. Okay. Changing things up. More melee attack focused, I guess. In this phase. Still doing the bullet hell. Gotta say, the melee attacks are honestly significantly more satisfying than the shots. Okay, so when they... I interrupted the dialogue. Nice. So it looks like when, instead of getting that red glow from my shots, if it's blue, I need to start charging.
No way.
Ouch. Ah. I keep mistiming my parries. Ouch.
You're going back.
Yeah, we'll see about that. Alright. Okay. I'd really like to get some healing. Would be nice.
That's it.
Almost got him to his next phase. It would help if I remembered how to dodge.
I
Okay.
bring you back.
Okay.
It's what I do.
Okay. Ah. Quick time events to break out of grabs. Okay. Hadn't seen that before. I also hadn't, I guess I didn't exactly die, but hadn't, lost one of my lives
Come back here.
during a fight.
I will take you down.
Ouch.
Let's do this.
I think I'm just bad at aiming my charge shots, honestly. It just feels kind of awkward to use the stick for it, to me. But I don't think this would feel quite right to play just completely on keyboard, honestly. I looked up what other people thought, but I thought just, from how it looked, from the type of game it appeared to be, this seemed like a controller game. Okay. We'll see if that was a fluke or if I'm actually starting to figure things out. Okay. You know what else this is slightly reminding me of?
Back together when I'm done with you.
It's reminding me just a little of Sekiro of all things. It's entirely because of the, ooh, that's new. I'm not sure how to describe him, but how each of his health the boss's health bars kind of reminds me of the death blow mechanics a little bit, except without a cool finishing move.
No regen for this.
Okay, now is that just more taunting, or is that legitimately like, am I actually not going to be able to heal from certain attacks? Also, I just noticed I got one of my lives back. That happens on phase transitions, I'd assume. Man, I'm getting so focused on the fight, itself, that I'm kind of losing track of some other stuff. Okay, we've almost got him into his next, other melee phase. Okay. Ouch. Too early. There we go. Oh, okay. Wonder if I could actually leave this circle. I don't really want to, but I wonder if you could.
No way.
Almost got him. Okay. There we go. Almost got him, I think,
There is
actually.
no way you can defeat me.
Now, is he going to have a 0th health bar, or is this the end? Oh. Now this is just straight up some bullet hell stuff. Except you have to make your own openings. But I don't think it never actually specified, like, specifically tells you or anything, but those, like, but I did notice that the blue projectiles you can shoot down with your own bullets. Can I? Yeah, I just have to dodge through those, I guess. Alright. How long is this gonna go on? Okay, I was at the end there. Cool. Oh, and he automatically goes into this phase. Okay. Okay, and keeping it simple now. To remember when he's... I should really remember not to bother attacking when he's orange. Okay. Oh, okay. So he does not have a 0th health bar. And according to the achievement I just got, we have defeated the chain. That's what this guy's called, I guess. Cool. Alright. So far, I'm liking this. Okay, how gruesome is this gonna get?
You will go back to your cell.
Bravo! Excellent! What a thrill! Not your first time, right? Anyway, the good news, we're one step closer to freedom. The bad news, there's more out there waiting for us.
It's your deal, dude. I suppose we'll figure that out
But
later.
don't worry, I know them. I can help.
Okay.
Believe me, what's waiting at the end of all this is so worth the trouble. You and me, we're in the same boat now. Now let's get the hell out of here.
Now that I can agree with. This doesn't seem like a great place. Okay, I do have control now. I'm gonna walk around a little bit just to see what I can do. Just mess around a little.
Our friend here managed to trigger the alarm, so they'll be waiting for you.
Figured that was the scene of.
But no worries.
With that
It makes no difference.
little scene
They've been waiting for you forever.
where it
That's
showed
all they do.
all those different areas below this. Can we actually go back to the cell? Can we just be like, okay, killed the jailer. Now I'm heading back. Yeah, I know you're talking about like escaping, probably getting into a bunch more fights, but I'm just gonna chill up here. Okay, it's kind of weird how the perspective shifts, but I'm still having to.
What a well thought out torture device. Ooh, hurts just to look at it.
Oh,
Lucky for you,
okay.
I was here.
Okay, so he's
But you're
called the
right.
Voice.
Take a good long look at this place, because we are never coming back.
And I've just noticed that because this is an achievement. That apparently only 5.1% of players have. I guess most people just don't think to come back to the cell after beating the chain. Alright. Well, on to the next fight, I guess. Kinda wish I could speed this up. At least the music. This is some nice music. What is the next one gonna be? Why do I feel like there's some significance to this one rock that was
Way down
glowing?
there lies a free world. A world of peace and light, where you're free as the wind. And you know what? We're going to get there.
This portal will take us down to the next level, I guess. You know, I like this, how it showed when, the chain, I guess, when he was setting off the alarm, showed what appeared to be a bunch of floating islands over a planet. I just like that aesthetically. I just think that's cool. This is interesting.
I'll tell you what I know on the way.
Oh yeah. Hey.
But don't expect all the answers. It's all about what a man does.
So, have you... So, have you actually played this before? I don't remember if you'd said anything about if you've played this before or not.
That, my friend, is a prison.
A prison within a prison.
a prison. A very clever trick.
Ah, just heard the music? Or is that just your opinion based on what you've heard in this? So, I mean, from what I've gotten from just that first area, you know, I could definitely agree with the assessment that the music does in fact slap. Okay, am I actually going anywhere, or did I run into an invisible wall? Okay. Just listen to the music. Yeah. I like that they allow you some measure of exploration. Not a whole lot, but it's something. It's not like clearly not the point of the game, but they let you do something. They let you do a little bit. I wonder how far I'll actually be able to get in this in an hour. So one thing I didn't look up was, anything about how long this game tended to take.
You and the prisoner have a lot in common. She turned up one day, destroyed everything in her wake, and then bam! She got caged.
So we're fighting another prison. We're fighting another prisoner. Okay, interesting. Hopefully I'm going the right direction and I'm not going to need to walk around the other side again because, oh my gosh, the one currently complaint I have about this is, oh my gosh, this is slow. Why can we not speed this up a bit? Please.
They had to build all these layers so she couldn't get out.
How the heck is the voice just kind of floating around and seemingly teleporting everywhere? I suppose we'll find this out later at some point, maybe. Who knows, maybe they just won't explain anything about him. But so far, just about 20 minutes in, I'm definitely going to want to, like, play more of this. I know it might seem kind of premature to be giving my verdict already,
she
but...
tried to tear through those walls so many times.
Oh, okay.
But they just kept growing back around her.
Kept growing back.
Drove her completely insane. Enraged. She would hunt anything and rip it to pieces.
Okay, around 6 hours on the main... Okay.
Jailer, right? But you and me, we know that being locked up fucks you up inside.
Oh.
We know that so well, don't we?
I don't know about you, but yeah.
That's why we did what we did. That's why we're getting out.
You know, I suppose because he says we all the time and is called the voice, maybe he's just like... Maybe he's just a figment of our imagination or something. Just a part of our psyche. Yeah, being locked up does fuck you up inside, and we've... Man, haven't we all known that for a couple years now? Ah, man. This game came out in, like, 2016, I think. So yeah, we exclusively play the most cutting edge of releases here on the Some Random Person channel. Yeah, it's very ahead of its time with this social commentary. Is that a... Oh. Okay, so is this... Are we gonna fight this prisoner or jailer? What the heck is this thing? Some sort of weird robot thing. Is it shooting at that spot? That panel on the ground? Okay, does this... What is this? Okay. So I've now hit all these panels. I guess I have no context to know whether this is normal behavior for this boss or if I've triggered something strange. Okay. This is certainly an interesting looking one. Is that so? Such a weird design. Looks like it's like some sort of messed up cyborg. Because you can see like a humanoid body, but with the legs ending on that wheeled section, and like no arms, and of course the head. Okay, so shooting those purple shots. Oh, okay. So we just. Thank God that's not an instant death. So destructible terrain on this level. The purple shots will explode into multiple smaller ones, but we can shoot them down. I wonder if every boss is just gonna have a bullet spray move. I get the impression this is gonna be common. Jailer's just like, I appear to have invented a knife-wielding tentacle. Would I even be bothering with charge shots? Oh, dodged. Maybe. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing regular shots. I'm getting wrecked when I try to do anything fancy, so keep it simple. Okay, so it... So I'm not, I figure we'll probably get more clarity either throughout the fight, or if not then after. But I am getting the sense that perhaps this is in fact the prisoner, and but I have to wonder, if this is in fact the prisoner, then was she always like this? Oh, no special scenes for revives on this one. Okay. At least not at this phase. And the walls do... the various obstacles do reform. Which makes sense, because it was mentioned that this prison kept, it kept growing back around the prisoner. I feel like this second health bar is taking significantly longer to deplete than the first, but maybe that's because earlier in the first section we were kind of in a more open area, and I was able to get a much clearer shot more frequently. Come on. And now we get to the fun part. I gotta admit, I do like this this part of the these fights better than the bullet hell segments. It's nice getting the full heal plus your life back after each clearing a phase of the boss. Okay, yeah. I am now certain that this is in fact the prisoner. It's an interesting scythe she's got there. I'd almost be more impressed if she found a way to pull a Dark Souls 2 Lost Sinner type thing and use her weapon with her hands shackled. So first, I didn't realize until she was literally letting the shackles be released that she wasn't just straight up armless. I appreciate the little flash before variable attacks that comes up too. almost wish it was a bit more distinctive, though, like how Platinum games have a red one. Okay, so it's only in these phases that we get these special, these like revival scenes. Okay. Missed that last parry. Oh, whoops. I successfully dodged the shot and fell off. Seems like parry timing is fairly forgiving, at least for these early ones on the standard difficulty. I wouldn't be surprised if the higher difficulty makes parries less forgiving, or if just later fights are tougher, or more, it might be easier to aim with the mouse, but then I would have to use keyboard for movement. And I don't know what how the melee attacks would work. And I feel like WASD would just be awkward for movement. I don't know, maybe I could try to get some weird janky setup going where I just use my controller to move, and the mouse for aiming or something weird like that. And on the one hand, that seems like it'd be a lot more trouble than it's probably worth. But if I did it anyway, it could also just be a funny little challenge type thing. Oh, well, there I am dying again. At least you get 3 lives per phase. And hey, we're halfway through this fight anyway. At that point, you're just playing a flight sim. Yeah, maybe I should ask, I'm gonna be doing something like that. I should just talk to Green about flight sim stuff. Be just like, hey, can I, like, you got a flight stick, right? Can I borrow it to play Furi? Ah, so that's our, what to call that move, that little pet. Okay, so I have to dodge around that arc, but it's difficult with these walls. What if I just, like, move back to the center? Does hitting these actually do anything? There's a sound, but... Okay. So she attacks those. Okay. So that's a way to get, like, some free openings. Missed that again. Parrying that last hit is much harder for me than the others. I am assuming that because the bosses don't have a 0th phase, that I don't have a 0th life either.
You can't stop now. We're on the road to freedom.
Okay.
We'll beat her.
Well, I've had my first actual death now. No fanfare about it or anything, no... Just going straight in. Okay. Yeah, I'll take this. Okay, maybe I'll try to use those 4 spots here a little more strategically. Yeah, it gets you right back into the action, which I always like. Especially since this is supposed to be quite a difficult game. It's always nice when they let you get right back to it, instead of having you go through some big rigmarole just to get started again. So did the prisoner always have this robotic laser cannon head, or was this an ill-advised alteration made by her jailer? I don't know enough about this world to be certain of how logical people making these crazy prisons would be about not giving the prisoners access to giving them access to things to things like that. You know, I'd be better at the shooter stuff if I'd actually like tried playing like Binding of Isaac on a controller. I think it may be part of the torture, potentially, yes. Starting to get a feel for things, I think. I'm getting a good rhythm going. I say as I get hit by 2 parryable attacks. Hey, I got that one though. Alright. She breaks out and picks up the scythe that was conveniently with her the entire time. These? Okay, maybe these might only reset after you die. Okay. Okay, can I... Okay. I feel like I'm doing better keeping, now that I've tried keeping things, closer to the center. Because even though there's that big old hole in the middle, I still feel like I'm more open. Since I don't have a bunch of walls and pillars to contend with. There we go. Alright. Back to where we were. I wonder if that last attack is parryable or if it's just not. Yeah, I can see that I have learned something from my last attempt. Because I'm taking more openings. I wonder what triggers her to start attacking some of those pillars, like to start smacking at some of those pillars like that. Ouch. I think I saw the parryable glow on that last attack. In her 4-hit combo. And I'm just not seeing... I think that one might just be more difficult to parry. Might just be that one's intentionally harder to time the parry for. Hey, I actually dodged that last wave. I don't think I've done that before. Ouch. So maybe this will end up being the wall for me. Maybe it'll be better if I hit this and then just hit one of these spots and then just let her, and then just shoot. We hit before she does the waves. That'll be something good to test if I can manage it. So the shots don't knock her out of it, and I think I'm doing more damage. Shots don't knock her out of her little distraction. It looks like the best way to dodge is either to stay really close and just move around a lot, or to get really far away to try to dodge the last one, because you can't dodge through the last.
You can't stop now. We're on the road to freedom. You will beat her.
Right? I'm not 100. I have ideas, but I'm not 100% certain. But it seems like the I don't think there's one, but I wish there was like a lock-on for your melee attacks. Just because sometimes they seem to track really strongly, and then other times, and you like dash right to your right to the boss from not a long distance, but from a little ways away. You know, half the reason I want to actually get through that third phase is not just because it seems to be the wall that I'm hitting so far, but because I want to see if there are more restraints to be broken. We'll see how different is this boss going to look in the last phase than the first. Ouch. Alright. Phase 3. I guess I can't skip that. It is short, but it does take you out of the action briefly. I suppose it can be nice to get a bit of a breather, though, too. Even if it is just a few seconds. glowing outlines to help you see through walls are very helpful on a stage like this. Alright. Yeah, the health, it is good that it's, each phase kind of works as a reset for you, as you get all your lives back too. I wonder if maybe I can get through that, get that last hit of the combo by do I just have to mash the... Okay, yeah, I kind of just have to, not exactly mash, but very quickly parry again. Okay, it looks like you can actually prevent her from doing the last wave. Watch me get through this part of this phase, and then just get destroyed on the melee, on the close range part. Hey, I didn't! Okay. Now she's on foot, and oh gosh. She's quick. Music's changing. Oh gosh. I'm not sure if I have to track her. I'm not entirely sure if I have to, like, track her down, or if she's gonna, or if she's just gonna attack me. Oh gosh. Okay, yeah, this is a QT. Hey, that punch did a little bit of damage. Gosh, the way she moves is just, it's creepy, and I love it. It's so messed up. It's this, like, this sort of, like, feral, animalistic movement. But who knows how long she's been in this specially made prison. Okay. Is she vulnerable to the same distractions as earlier phases? Indeed she is. To some degree, at least. Ouch. She retains some of the same attacks, or some similar attacks, but this nonetheless is certainly a unique phase. Oh gosh. Holy crap. Well, that was something. Oh gosh. Ah! Okay. I know this is a stark contrast from the chain's constant taunting. No dialogue, just frenzied screeching. There she is. Preemptively wiggling the sticks. I'm still not entirely sure if that's, like, if tracking her down at the beginning of this, or actually encountering her at the beginning of this phase is at all based on your location on the map, like if she goes to a specific spot and you have to go there, or if it's just time-based or what. Because she seems to just kind of appear to attack you. Ouch, I don't know how I failed to dodge that. I mean, I know that I was late on it, but I'm not sure how I managed to be late, because it's easy. I shouldn't have been late. Maybe it's, am I just not good at dodging this stuff, or is it actually more difficult than I'm making it out to be? Like, do I need to get good, or is this actually more difficult than I think? That's the question with these kinds of games. Okay, can I get, like, maybe some parry opportunities to get some health or something? Be nice. Alternatively, just, like, let me get the last few hits on you. The answer is always get good. Fair. Yeah, let me get the last few hits. Oh, gosh, some of these movements are so messed up. Okay. Ah. What the heck? Oh, here it is. Is this going to be a mainstay of the game? The final phase bullet hell? So I don't know how many bosses are in this game, but I didn't count how many little islands there were in the scene where the chain set off the alarm. But, I get the sense that they're probably all gonna have, this kind of final phase. Where you just, have to evade their attacks while waiting for them to exhaust themselves. So yeah, just like with the chain, a couple hits knocked her out of the shmup phase. Okay. Now she's invulnerable. How many more will she need to do? Yeah, part is just survival. Alright. Let's go! Prison within a prison. The Strap. That's what she's called, apparently. Okay. Oh, that scream as you throw her into the pit. Oh, man.
Well done.
A little voice.
You put her out of her misery.
Now, is there somewhere else I can go? Because I think... yeah, I'm coming up on my time. So I'm just gonna take a little bit, just look around a little bit more.
You'll meet him next. He said she was here to protect us. Another of his cryptic warnings.
I might go to like
Whatever. This time, our game, our rules, right? Let's get going.
What's you say? I might give the next boss a few, just a little bit of time. Depends on how much.
Crashed through one day.
Depends on how far
For something.
there is to go before it.
They couldn't make sense of her. She was so wild. So they put her in a cage. Then you came along and they did even worse. Way worse. It all went so wrong. But we're going to make things right again. Together.
Okay. Still not entirely convinced that you're not like a fragment of my shattered psyche after God knows how much torture. But sure, whatever you say. Just the transition to this loading screen is just, it's a minor thing, but it's really abrupt. Can you go back? Oh. You can walk through, but it doesn't actually take you anywhere. Okay. Okay, I like how this place looks. Just aesthetically. The floating islands with a bunch of them at weird angles, too. The bridges just forming before us.
Can you feel it? It's like a dream. The breeze, the peace. Feels like we could take off and leave this place behind us.
I could see it. There's a certain dreamlike quality to this. Can I go here? Is there anything here? Do I just need to take the bridge? Because that's the obvious path forward. Okay. Obvious path forward it is. You know, I figure if this, not to bring up something that I figure if this game even had, it would probably have come up by now, but I'm noticing there doesn't seem to be any, like, sort of mechanical progression, really.
But you know,
It's like, it's just about getting good.
Is what it seems. We're stuck here, and the real world is somewhere else, down there.
The world is down there. Okay, we get to walk along these platforms that are at weird angles. Are we gonna fight on any of them though? That's what I want. I want to see that. I want to see what the next fight is. At least see. And now it's just walking sim. So this is action game, a bullet hell game, and between fights it's a walking sim. An interesting combination, right?
There's more to him than meets the eye.
An old man.
A master of time, so they say.
Master of time, you say?
Master, if he saw it all coming, why didn't he do something about it? Why didn't he stop it from happening? Or at least warn me? But look where we ended up.
The voice's voice sounds somewhat familiar. Can't place who it might be, though. Okay, I bet that area down at the bottom of the screen there is where we're gonna have to go. Okay, as much as I like this aesthetically, it feels so weird to control. Okay. Okay. There we go. I think I'm on the right track now. This is the real boss fight. The controls in this walking segment, isn't it?
He'll try to play it cool. Easy for him. He chose to be here. But we are definitely not cool with this. We are getting out of here.
So, I suppose each each of these stages isn't necessarily a prison, which is interesting. It's just the first two, maybe. But this dude is staying here.
Time to move on. Go cross his path, my friend. The jailer is the key.
I'm guessing the jailer is going to be towards the end. If not the end. I don't know, this just kind of seems like I just get the vague feeling that there's going to be a man behind the man somewhere. That the jailer won't be the final boss.
Welcome, stranger. I have been looking forward to this moment.
Interesting.
I foretold you escape, but not how far you would get. I am glad you made it to me. Time is a picture in motion through eternity. When you appeared, everything got still. You made the picture stop. I'm here to make my clocks tick again.
Can I offer you an egg in these trying times? You know, I just assumed those were rocks, but who knows? They could be eggs.
But I can remove you from my here and now, capture you and bring you back.
Can't kill you.
Until the next cycle.
Next cycle. Huh. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna give this a shot. Yeah, the beats by Dre. Indeed he does. Oh, he's only got 4 phases. I think all the others had 6. Interesting that it starts out, like fighting the Master Control program in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Abandon the fight. It is
Oh, you can't melee these. Okay. Okay, these freaking continuum bullets here are gonna be a pain, aren't they? Yeah, give me those heals. Thank you. I wonder how many shots he's gonna take to get to his next phase. No, I don't. Who knows? You could be like me from distant future, I guess, or something like that. You're supposed to be some sort of master of time, so there could be some shenanigans happening. Oh, whoops.
You could wait for me to die of old age.
Okay, now I'm curious. Could I actually wait for him to die of old age? Is this going to be like the end in Metal Gear Solid 3? And I only know about that because I haven't actually been able to play MGS3, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm noticing that my shots are getting fired back. This is probably meant to be like, hey dude, you need to use charge shots. I guess, yeah, and that way you are fighting yourself. Yeah, I don't think I would have thought of that, honestly.
You live under the illusion of control. Abandon the fight. It is written.
Whoops. Okay, wait. Ah! By firing at your own bullets, I don't know that I think I must have ended up shooting at them at some point, but okay, so it does destroy them if you can hit them straight on. It's a little difficult to hit them straight on, at least for me, for someone who's not particularly good at this. rather not. Also, I literally can't. I tried going back through the last portal, and it didn't do anything. It also looks like each layer of his shielding fires, makes the bullets that get fired back larger. Okay, you see my future. Anything about how I'm, like, doomed to... any more stuff about how I'm doomed to failure or something? There we go again. Okay. Gladly. I wonder if... will this do anything? Probably not, no.
You live under the illusional control of abandonment of the fight. It is written.
I'm just gonna try this. So at least some of the shots that get reflected back at you do become ones that'll drop health. But if I just, maybe if I just keep circle strafing around him, eventually I'll make it.
Go back.
Yeah, so I guess with how they're bouncing off the barrier, it's less continuum bullets and more rubber cement bullets. Of course, this will not make sense to anyone watching who is not familiar with Binding of Isaac.
I see your future.
But I will continue making Isaac references when appropriate. Because, you know, they work. They work, okay? Just trust me. You don't know it's an item that makes your, that's an item that makes your shots bounce off walls. I enjoy it a lot. Especially when you can get a high fire rate and get a bunch of tier effects going, and then you have a bunch of crazy stuff bouncing off the walls constantly. Okay, so... yeah, the innermost layer of shielding does keep making the bullets bigger.
You live under the illusional control.
I guess it's fitting that someone who's supposed to be who's supposedly a master of time. It makes some sense to me that it would be that this seems to be like a test of patience almost. You can't just rush in. You can't just rush in. Hey! Oh, okay.
With experience comes perspective.
What is that weapon supposed to be anyway? Okay, now this is interesting. This is cool. Can I hit this? Okay.
It's not looking good.
This is... who got all this balloons tower defense in my Arkham mode? So what is that weapon he's got? What is that supposed to be? I have no clue. It's cool looking though. So it seems that hitting that central pillar there only makes it fire back at you. But I might need to do that anyway.
It's not looking good.
Don't give up. Keep trying. You write your own story.
Well, interesting. Okay, So that's a very different type of fight from the last two. Seems interesting, though. So yeah, like I said earlier, I'm definitely going to keep playing this. I might actually stream more of it too, just to at least my first playthrough. Enjoying the mechanics of it, the basic mechanics, and if this pattern keeps up of like puzzling out each of the bosses, I think it'll be a fun little game, especially if it's only about a 6 hour or so game for the main story content. Uh, Something relatively short. Since I noticed there is a speed run mode, uh, could be something I come back to, try to keep working at too. So I'm definitely gonna come back to this one. So another addition to the another addition another game from the backlog that I'll be playing more of. I don't know how long I've had this, don't know exactly where I got it, but I'm glad I did. So, with that, I think that's gonna be it for this. If you've got anything you'd like to contribute, any of your own thoughts on the game, any thoughts on my play, any feedback on the stream in general, go ahead, leave a comment on the VOD. Subscribe if you're not already. If you want to see more, I'm gonna be streaming on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, and maybe doing some extra stuff. I think next I'm gonna be doing still not 100% sure, still kind of on the fence between Devil May Cry 4 and Inscription for Saturday, but I am leaning towards DMC. We'll see, though. I could change my mind last minute. And, of course, drop a like if you did. Dislike if you didn't. As long as you have the opportunity to do so, because who knows when YouTube will remove it entirely. Anyway, hope this was enjoyable, and see you in the next one. See ya.